Hey guys, it's Tommy with Studio Sense here with another video review, and today I've got something kind of cool that I ran into in a rack store the other day, and that is Mercedes-Benz Parfums. That's what it says here, Mercedes-Benz Parfums. Mercedes-Benz, of course, is a car manufacturer, but on the luxury side, they do have a luxury brand of fragrances that have come to actually turn out to be pretty good. So when we return, I'm going to check out these sample packs for you. We'll go through each one, sample them, see how good they are or whether they should be avoided, that and more, so stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to get my grubby little hands on some samples of Mercedes-Benz Parfums. My very first fragrance, or at least among the first few fragrances that I actually reviewed on YouTube, was Mercedes-Benz Club, and I actually enjoyed that, and that got me kind of considering Mercedes-Benz as a luxury brand designer for fragrances that are quick, easy, accessible, versatile, and just all around good. Just like with Bentley, Ferrari, Mustang, Fiat. Actually, the Fiat 500 for him is an amazing little fragrance. But there are a lot of fragrances out there, a lot of car manufacturers that produce a little bit less than stellar products. Those I recommend that you avoid. Let's see if these turn out to be something that you want to gravitate to or avoid. So let's go ahead and dig right into them. All right, so in our sample pack of miniatures, we have Mercedes-Benz Silver, Mercedes-Benz Intense, we've got Cologne, and then we have the original Mercedes-Benz, just called self-titled Mercedes-Benz. Now on the very side, you can see that there is a official seal. There's always that licensed by Daimler sticker or seal on it to prove that it's an official Mercedes-Benz product and fragrance. You've got Eau de Toilette made in France, and it's got the ingredients listing for all four of them. A little bit slowly so you can see all that for those of you that are interested out there. Just a quick glance at the front of this, the back, which it shows an actual graphic. Let's go ahead and start with the self-titled Mercedes-Benz, the very first one. We'll do it chronological order. I'm just going to slide this out of the front here, as you can see. I'm going to do it on the other side of the camera for one, and then the other three I'll do in front of you. How's that? That way you get to see kind of it all. So for some reason, I thought that these would have a atomizer on them so that the juice could be, what was that? So the juice could get out, be like sprayed onto a tester strip, but we're gonna have to dab these. I'm actually wearing my scent of the day today, so I don't really want to put this on my skin, but let's see if we can't find a way to dab it on a tester strip. I believe I'm gonna be able to put it over the top of it and do this. Let's let it soak in sufficiently. We'll do that in two places. So I think we have a sufficient sample for Mercedes-Benz for Men. So again, the perfumer is Olivier Cresp, and this was released originally in 2012. Calabrian Bergamot, Italian Mandarin, Lemon, and Violet Leaf are in the top. Bourbon Pepper, Cascalone, Galbanum, and Violet are in the mid. Nutmeg, Cedarwood, Bourbon Vetiver, and Patchouli are the base that it's resting on. So let's check it out. This is kind of a subdued light scent. In the open, we have a Violet Leaf, which is going to be a little bit stronger. So we've got a little bit of synthetics with the Cascalone in there that's providing that. A little bit of dryness in this, provided by the Vetiver. This smells just too synthetic. I would not wear this. So unfortunately, out of the four, this one is a miss for me. I don't really care for it. And that is unfortunate because everything else is just going to be a flanker of this. And if it's reminiscent of this, hopefully they take it in a different direction instead of just embellishing on the original formula. So let's check out the next one. Next up, we have Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Not surprisingly, also created by Olivier Cresp, this one came out in 2016. So I'll show you the box there a little bit. Got the Mercedes-Benz on the side. You've got 19J as the batch. So you've got a light gradient there from Cerulean or Cayenne. It's just like a light green into a clear, transparent base. Grapefruit, mandarin orange, Brazilian orange, and pink pepper are in the top of this. Ginger and verbena are in the heart, and then you've got blonde woods, you've got vetiver and musk in the base of Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Let's check it out. Do our little sampling trick. This is nowhere near as good in quality and projection as Bentley Momentum Unlimited, but it does strike me as similar in terms of fragrance. So if you do like that Bentley fragrance, you'll like Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Next up is Mercedes-Benz Silver, same perfumer, Olivier Cresp, came out in 2017. We've got that classic silver and black. There's the back of the box. Got Mercedes-Benz on the side. This one is still batch 19J. I think they're all going to be part of that batch 19J. It goes from kind of a matte silver into a clear transparent, as you can see in the very top of the bottle to the base of the bottle. So that's cool. And I do like the fact that the top of the lid does have the classic iconic Mercedes logo. We've got bitter orange, grapefruit, and rhubarb in the top. We've got black pepper and vetiver in the heart. We've got a bit of ambroxan, we've got musk and moss in the base of this. Again, this came out a year later after Cologne was produced, so as a flanker, it might be derivative, but they could do worse than going in the same direction as the Cologne, because I actually like the Cologne. Now the Cologne is an eau de toilette concentration. They just call it Cologne, so it's not an eau de Cologne. I don't know why they do that, because it confuses everyone. And that's exactly what they did. So silver is a stronger version of Cologne. This one is going to project off the skin a little bit better than the Cologne is going to do. I'm going to anticipate probably have a little bit better longevity because of the ambroxan. Ambroxan is typically in those bangers, those beasts of fragrances that last for a long time. Again, that give it that nice modern spin. That's why you see ambroxan in a lot of modern men's fragrances now. Yeah, so this one is also a hit. Mercedes-Benz Silver, check it out. My apologies, I did tell you I was going to do this in chronological order, but I had a misstep. This is the last of our miniatures. It is called Mercedes-Benz Intense. It actually came out in 2013, so it came out just after the very first one, Mercedes-Benz for men, sorry. So there was Mercedes-Benz for men, then Mercedes-Benz Intense, then the Cologne, and then Silver being the last produced in 2017. So here's that presentation in the box. Got Mercedes-Benz on the side. There's the back, batch code 19J. You can't see it in the black there, but so you start from almost transparent, almost opaque black in the top, going to a transparent base. That is very cool. Of course, the lid is the same, and on the very bottom you also have that Mercedes-Benz logo. Again, Olivier Cresp, the perfumer. You've got Calabrian Bergamot, Italian Mandarin, and Violet Absolute in the top. You've got Violet, Bourbon Pepper, and Cascalone or Cascalone in the heart. You've got Ambroxan, Cedar, Cetalol, Limbinol, Patchouli, and Bourbon Vetiver in the base. This is nice, this is nice. I still don't really necessarily care for that original DNA. That original DNA is in here. If you are violet, if you are a if you're a violent person, if you're a violent lover, no, but if you are a lover of violet in fragrances for men, you'll probably really like this because this is very violet centric. It is modernized a little bit more with that ambroxan. That Bourbon Vetiver is adding kind of like a boozy dryness to this. Now this has quite a few aroma chemicals in here, the Cetalox, the Limbinol, and the Cascalone. Those do buoy it up a bit though. This is better, but I can't necessarily recommend it. Back in the 70s and 80s, when my mother used to use hairspray, and I would walk by the bathroom as there's a cloud of this hairspray coming out, capturing my olfactive sense, that's what it smelled like. I don't really like it. So you had Mercedes-Benz for Him released back in 2012. Don't like it at all. I wouldn't recommend it. If you like your fragrances synthetic and lightly violet, you might like it. Then 2013 came along and saw Mercedes-Benz Intense for Men. It is a better version. I would not even get the original in 2012. I just run straight to the 2013 and get it. It is a better version, but I don't like it. at all. I don't really care for it. It's just okay. There's so many better options out there. I wouldn't necessarily buy this even if it was on a really crazy clearance price. 2016 brought Mercedes-Benz Cologne. It is an improvement because it is a divergence, gone, away from the original DNA into something a little bit better. But then if you just wait a year later, they come out with Mercedes-Benz Silver, which is the best. So out of all of these, I would really only feel good recommending Mercedes-Benz Silver. It is a nice fragrance, very masculine. That nice intensity brought on by the ambroxan and the mix of the lighter, like the blondes, a little bit of citrus in there. And I think you'll enjoy it. Be a nice addition to your car manufacturer rotation. Well guys, that's it. Checking out the Mercedes-Benz miniature pack for those 4 fragrances. If you have experience with these in terms of performance, longevity, and sillage trail, its projection, let me know in the comments what you think about them. Tomorrow is going to be 7 fragrances for men that are great for fall and autumn, a little bit cooler weather, but they're not really sweet like what you're used to in those gourmand fragrances. Yes, I'm stealing the idea from Ash from Gentsense. I was at his house last night talking. Actually, we were there doing a video for his upcoming releases, and I'm giving you my thoughts on those. It's going to be amazing, so look forward to that. Lots of cool things coming in the future, so look forward to that video dropping relatively shortly. And tomorrow, I'm bringing you that idea that he shared with me, 7 non-sweet but nice autumnal and fall fragrances for cooler weather for men. So that's coming up soon as well. Guys, thanks so much for your time today. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with StudioSense, and I'll see you next time.